The chairman of the Federal Reserve is pushing back right now on Donald Trump and saying he's not going to resign, even if Donald Trump asks him to resign. Good for you, Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell. Play this clip.
Victoria. Hi, Victoria Guido with Politico. Some of the president-elect's advisors have suggested that you should resign. If he asked you to leave, would you go?
No.
Can you follow up on, do you think that legally you're not required to leave?
No.
Mike?
And in that press conference today, Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell says, I can't be demoted. I can't be fired. I'm not going anywhere. Under the law, that would be illegal. Here, play this clip.
Do you believe that the president has the power to fire or demote you, and has the Fed determined the legality of a president demoting at will any of the other governors with leadership positions?
Not permitted under the law.
Not what?
Not permitted under the law.
Thank you.
And look, this is the time where leaders stand up. That's what I've been saying. This MeidasTouch network, this community, we become the front lines of resisting. Not the role we wanted, but we don't back down. We move forward and we protect our families. We protect our Constitution. We do everything we can. I want to show you world leaders as well making powerful statements. Take a look right here, for example, as the Romanian president turns his back to one of Putin's puppets, Viktor Orban. Fascism ain't gonna win. I don't care if the fascists unite. A pro-democracy community in the world with other world leaders will form. Here, watch this clip.
Elvárásokat támaszt Lengyelországgal szemben, ami egyértelmű, hogy az eszkalációhoz vezet. Tehát azért én azt gondolom, hogy ez egy nagyon érdekes kérdés lesz most megint csak itt a mostani találkozón, de hát az biztos, hogy a magyar miniszterelnöknek a szerepe megkerülhetetlen lesz itt az orosz-ukrán háború kapcsán, amikor ugye az amerikai béketeremtés az egyik fő fókusz lesz.
And what I love too is just as me and my brothers 4 years ago created this pro-democracy platform, I am thrilled to see at this moment right now other pro-democracy creators standing up and using platforms that they never thought that they were ever going to have to use to even talk about politics, to get out important messages and hard truths. Like, take a look at this Tik Tok right here, created by someone who has a message for some of these Gen Z voters who decided that they were going to vote for Donald Trump this time. Here, play this clip.
You did not win this election. The only people who won are Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, Elon Musk, the oil barons that they cut deals with in exchange for campaign funds, and the corporations that want to continue deregulating. Your team did not win. You're not on the team. They never gave a shit about you. And unless you're making over $360,000 a year, you're not going to benefit from his tax plan. Like, I'm really interested to see what's going to happen when 2025 comes along. We're a couple months in and your rent prices don't go down. Your food prices aren't going down. Like, you're going to have more contaminants in your food because the FDA is going to be completely dismantled. Like, to all the red-pilled mid-20s guys that look like me, I wish I could say that things are going to get better, that you're going to be able to afford to move out of your parents' house, that you're going to be able to afford groceries and not have to struggle to pay bills. But it's just not going to happen under this presidency, under this new administration.
Here's another example right here of creators out there building platforms reluctantly. None of these creators wanted to say, oh, I got to build out pro-democracy media. No, these are just everyday people who right now are meeting the moment. Let me show you another example of that right here. Here, play this clip.
You know what's the worst part about that 68% of Latinos that voted for Trump? Is that so many percent of those will pull out the card of like, I'm a Latina from a minority. I'm a first generation woman and I'm like making it and I'm trying to make a business. You will pull out that card when it's beneficial for you, but then turn your back on your people when it comes to decisions like this. Like, did you forget where you come from, bro? Like, did you forget where your grandparents are from, where your parents are from? Because most of us are anchor babies. Most of our parents were not born in this country. Most of us are first gen born. Most of us are first generation going to college. Are you forgetting all the people that pick up your strawberries for you to be able to buy at the supermarket? Are you forgetting all the people that wake up every single day early as fuck before the sun rises to be able to get enough money just to survive. Oh, but like the tariffs, bro. No, dude. Which at the end of the day, the consumer will be the one paying for those tariffs. And that's what pisses me off. This hypocrisy of those same people that voted for Trump as Latinos will pull out that card and use it in your favor to get whatever the fuck you want, whether that's grants, whether that's a place in politics, whatever it is that you're doing, whether that's, putting it on your job application just to be able to get, I don't know, just to be special, just to spice it up a bit, you'll pull out that card. But when it comes to voting for people's rights, you forget all about that. You forget your roots. Like, we've come such a long way not for you to turn your back on our people.
And you may have heard also about the 4B movement. It was started in South Korea by women there in response to misogynistic culture, saying that, all right, men, you're going to behave like misogynists? Well, don't talk to us. Don't date us. We don't want to be in bed with you. See you later. That's and I'm seeing all over TikTok now this 4B movement of women who feel betrayed by the men in their lives, stepping up, and they're saying, look, 4B movement in South Korea. What if we do a 4B movement here in the United States? But this video right here by Stella on TikTok, I thought summed up things pretty great. And what Stella says here is, she goes, to all of you men out there who think it was alpha to vote for Donald Trump, you ain't alpha. You got conned, and you've now put the lives of women in the hands, because you're too weak to be the protector, in Donald Trump. How pathetic are you? Here, watch Stella right here. This is great. Play this clip.
This is a message for all the men that voted for Donald Trump and claim to be alpha males. You're no alpha male. You're meek. You're small. You were manipulated and conned by a man who's much more powerful than you will ever be, has more money than you will ever have. And you were so manipulated by him that you signed the rights of your wives and your daughters' bodies away. You're no alpha. I'm an alpha. This is what an alpha looks like. Okay? You couldn't provide for your own families. Okay? You couldn't provide for your own family. So you went and voted for a rapist. Let that sink in. You know why I'm an alpha? I'll tell you why I'm an alpha. I would walk through fire. I would walk through glass barefoot if gas prices were $150 a gallon before I ever let another man vote on my daughter's body. Because I want to let you know something, depending on the state you live in, right? Any man, no matter what his history, no matter what horrific things he may have done in his life, can happily skip over to his local voting booth and cast a vote on your wife's body, on your daughter's body. The women you claim to protect, and you let that happen because you can't drive your big truck anymore. Got a little too expensive. And let's face it, we all know the psychology behind the man, and the bigger his truck gets, right? You're no alpha. You signed the rights of your wives and your daughters' bodies away to a criminal, to a felon, who stood up on a stage saying, I'll protect the women in your life. I'll protect women, alluding to the fact that you can't. And you gave him the power to make decisions on your wife's body and your daughter's body because you were scared.
Speaking of getting conned, yeah, you all think that you won, that you stuck it to the elites right here who manipulated you. Take a look at this. Trump's victory has now added about $64 billion to the wealth of America's 10 richest individuals, people like Elon Musk, people like Jeff Bezos, who use the Washington Post as a tool, unfortunately, to not and endorse, which was deeply disappointing as well. Now, as I mentioned, leaders standing up as well. We've shared with you Governor Newsom, who's having an emergency session right now in California through the legislature. That's some big news to report as well. And here, let me show you this, because as a lot of the women are pointing out, just take a look at what, these right-wing MAGA people are saying now about you. Take a look at what you all voted for this. Here, take a look as women creators are exposing this. Here, play this clip.
Women for Trump.
To feel when you're totally not pressed.
Listen to
feel when we control your bodies. Hey, bitch, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again, okay? Men win again. And yes, we control your bodies. Hi, I'm your Republican congressman. Hi, I'm your Republican congressman. It's your body, my choice. And men, women again. Men win again. There will never, ever be a female president. Never. There will never be a female president, ever. It's over. Glass ceiling. Dude, it's a ceiling made of fucking bricks. You will never break it. Your stupid face keeps hitting the brick ceiling. We will keep you down forever. You will never control your own bodies. You will never be the president of the global empire. Never gonna happen, sweetie. Your body, our choice.
These are your men, women who voted for Trump. Your men. He even had the audacity to tweet, "Your body, my choice, forever." You see, it's never been about saving lives, because we don't save the women's lives. It's always been about control. And you guys are fucking idiots for believing otherwise.
So, as I've said before, now is the time to not give up, to not lose hope. We don't lose hope here at the MeidasTouch Network. Now more than ever, it's necessary to have independent media and have independent media grow. It's just that simple, because we've seen what corporate media does. We see who controls corporate media, and we've got to build this platform together. People powered. One way to help as well, check out MeidasPlus.com. I think you'll like that as well. And hit subscribe right now. Let's grow this community, please. Let's get to 4 million subscribers. Let's be in this together, and let's help elevate the platforms of those other creators as well. That's what we're going to do here at the MeidasTouch Network. Use our platform to elevate other pro-democracy creators right now. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe, and let's get to 4 million subscribers.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.